What police say was a terroristic threat made by a student at Bishop Garriga Middle School. That's in the Catholic Diocese. Of course, these days any threat has to be taken very seriously. The student was heard to say he was going to bring a gun to school and reportedly even had a list of intended targets. Our Brian Burns standing by live at the school tonight with more information and reaction from parents to this top story. Brian?
That's right, Joe. An email was sent to parents late last night by the school's priest, Father Peter Martinez, notifying them of the student's threat made earlier in the day.
Hey, John, can we move?
Parents that a student spoke about bringing a gun to school. Also, that joking or not, the school takes these threats very seriously. The student was searched and nothing dangerous was found. Also, that the student will not be allowed back to school before the investigation is complete. Parents reported to us the student had a list of names of other students that he said would be his targets. Police were called and they are investigating the incident as a terroristic threat. Parents we spoke with were alarmed but felt like the school had the situation under control and their children were safe.
It's just sad because you don't know what these children are capable of this day and age. To hear it was a little nerve-wracking, but I know that the diocese has it under control and will do everything to keep our students safe.
When I received the email, I knew that the school was on top of it. This is a very prestigious school, and I'm really excited and proud that my daughter comes to this school. But at the same time, it's a scary situation. Something like that with things that are going on in schools these days, it's got to be taken seriously.
The diocese issued a statement that says the investigation continues and police were on the campus at the time surveying the campus as part of the governor's school firearm and safety action plan. And again, no weapons were found, and the student involved is not attending classes at this time. Live from Bishop Garriga Middle School, Brian Burns, 3 News. Joe?
All right, Brian, as we said, everything has to be taken seriously these days. Thank you so much for the update.